Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and today I'm going to try and make a video without mucking it up. Okay, I've been doing a bit of moving and stuff in here. I should have put a little wipe in my hands because I've just having a look, see what I dropped on the floor. So today I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've worked on in the past and still haven't finished some of them, but then I'm going to show you how to make some flowers. Okay, we're going to do some flowers today. I need something interesting to do for you, but not too stressful, because I'm just getting back into doing things in my room, trying to get it all sorted out. It's not easy. Now, a while back I was doing these. I do love them, and I do need to do more, don't I? This is not enough. These nice little, I don't know if they were called dollar things or something, I don't know. They were just good though, aren't they? And we're in Australia, and I'd like to say hello to everybody on here. And Kim, I'd like to thank you very much for your comment that you left me on our group. That was very kind of you, what you said, and I'm very pleased that your mum enjoyed my channel. So anyway, so this is really interesting because I've got lots of different sorts of things on it, and it's something I should pick up occasionally and just do a bit on, shouldn't I, because it's got just different stitches and things on it. So that was that bit. I'd started doing this. Look, I've started doing so much, and I wish I could have found a lot of these things when they were missing amongst all the stuff, because I would have loved to have got on with a bit more on this one. This is just really awesome, isn't it? You think I'd get to... I'll get to it, and I will do it. I will work on that. I did a video yesterday because I planned on making something. I was planning on making something, but it's going to take too long, so I'm going to put it in the too hard basket and find something a bit smaller. These things here I will work on a bit at a time, I hope, I can, because I think it'll look really good when I get it done. Something, you probably would remember that. And this one here was a start of doing the, actually sewing where the pictures are on the thing, on the piece of fabric. There was leaves, and I've done that in ribbon embroidery, and it looked cool, doesn't it? It looks so good. Anyway, so that's that one. And I have this here, and I can't believe that I couldn't remember or see or find this. Isn't it good? Oh dear, I love this. I absolutely love this. I think I might do another one of these. I really do, because I absolutely love this. Remember I went through them other ones just a few weeks back and showed you all the stuff that was on them, and look at that. That is so much fun. So much fun and beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to say work, but it is. Isn't it nice? Oh, I love that. Anyway, that's that one too. Now I have these, which are woolen ones that I've been doing on the felt, actually, hand wool, felt hand wool, and I've still not finished that. It's sort of in the process. See, it's all good fun, and I'm thinking this morning, oh dear, I want to start something else, but maybe I should just do some flowers, and then I could start do some work on some of these, That one, that's nice, I like that. Then there was this one here that I was making, and I got put off by it because of, I don't know, I can't say now. But anyway, that is awesome. Isn't that beautiful? That is absolutely beautiful. Now, you might think that you've seen this before, but you haven't, not for a long time, because it's been a while. But, gee, I've made a few of these, haven't I? This one here I'm still working on. Look, it's a bit different, see? Actually, it's not, but it is. Sonia. It's a Sonia bag, okay? They're going to be made by me. And, yeah, so it just got a little bit more to do on this one. I think that one there's... Oh, it could be finished. It might not be. It could have a bit there to go on that side. Just have a little bit more work. Yeah, there's a little bit more work on that one to go. I do this, I get to nearly to the end and I go, oh, I don't know what to do now. I don't like finishing things because then it's finished. This is cool. I like this too, what I've done here. I do like that. That's one of my favourites. That is one of my very favourites, and I'd love to get myself onto that again too. The thing is too with this, we've got to have a good arrangement of supplies handy, you know. I've got to have the felt near me, the cotton, the beads, the fabric, the ironed-on fabric. You know, there's all these things that you've got to have near you, so I'm working on that at the moment. Righto, now let me see what else. This was from a really, really long time ago. I made this bit. It's the padded pillows that I did. And I was going to make it into a journal cover because I think she's cool, isn't she? And I might do one day. I might do it as a journal cover one day. But they're all little padded pillows, and then I just stitched them together, and I do like what I've done there with that. I do like that. A few buttons, a nice lady. I padded up her face and some buttons there, beads there. I could probably put a couple more bits on it, but I don't think it needs it really. And then there's more, because there would be. Oh no, there's not. Actually, I can show you this. I did start this back in the olden days. It's a rose, believe it or not. And it's just sitting there waiting, but I think there's a few mistakes in here. I think I've made a couple of mistakes. I might have crossed over when I should. I just don't know that that looks right, because I'm not a big fan of this sort of thing, but I like to keep it, you know. I want to keep it to be mine, to be with me, you know, to one day, till one day. Anyway, so let's put those back in there, and we'll make some flowers today. I suppose I could do some work on one of these, but I might do that a bit later. I just want to do some little flowers, some fabric ones and some ribbon ones. So I've got an unfinished, unsorted box of bits here that I thought I could go and get some out of to make some flowers. Now that piece is nice. That's a nice one. You can put these on your journals. You know, there's lots of ideas you can do. But I want to find some pieces that are suitable. And they need ironing really seriously. I think I may have ironed them. Oh dear, and I'll have that one because I know what I can do with that. There's a bit of velvet. And there's a bit of this here stuff. I just do like the ones that look vintagey too. I can show you a box with some of that on a minute. I'm going to go through this and wind it all up and sort it out. I don't think I'll be getting rid of a lot of this because it's not easy to come by. You know, you don't want to get rid of your things and then not be able to get any more, do you? It's just not a good idea at all. So I'm just going to put my things where I can find them. Instead of putting them in really deep boxes like this is, I'm starting to put them all in a little shallow, not so deep boxes, so that I can find them. So this is something that I made a while back. It's a lid for a thing, and I've made, actually it's a plastic thing too. It was that I put it over, but I made these flowers here, and they look really cool, don't they? I do like them. Anyway, so today we're going to do some little flower making. I've got some bits and pieces. I bought this one off Temu, I think, and that's a good thing because it's already ripped and ready for you to use. This here, I really, really like that because that'll look really good. I like the flowers that are pressed down. Have I got some here? Thought I'd just put a couple over here. Oh, got a yo-yo one, but I like them to be pressed flat. I haven't really got anything here to show you at the moment because they're put away. I don't know what's in this thing in front of me, but we can get started on this. We're going to do this. Now I'm going to get some pink, and I'm going to get some, this needle here is nice. Oh, look at that. I think when you're doing something like this, the flower usually works out pretty good, about 20 centimetres. But it just depends how thick how wide your piece of fabric is too, what you're going to do, because there's different ways that you can use it. So I'll just show you. Like 20 centimetres is a good idea. It usually frills up good when you're doing something like that. Now that's the width of one that you use 20 centimetres off. Okay, so I'm going to get a. Am I going to get a ruler? Or am I going to use this thing on the side here? And that is. Oh dear, I can't see the centimetres. I can see the inches. I have a jar full of tape measures. I have a heap of rulers, but I think I just actually dropped my ruler a while ago. That's why I did drop it. I'll just see if I can measure this. I'll do it in inches, and then we'll tell you. So that's. I bet it must be about 6 inches, I reckon. 20 centimetres, about that far. But what I like to do is gather it up, then cut it. You know, if you've got a piece that's just not been used or it's been cut off, you know, if you've got a bit, you know you'll need about 20 centimetres. So if we do this along here and then gather it as we go, we can see that it'll how far it'll gather up, see? And if you need it to be thicker, more gathered, you can. And that's probably about right, I think. There you go, see that? Because you don't want it too. So what I can do is I can just drag it back out and work out that maybe that's about 6 inches, because I think it is. So I'm going to cut that off there. 20 centimetres. No, that's not 6 inches. Oh dear. Anyway, people might be able to convert it for it. It's not that hard, but it's just, you know, I'm not really tired today. I haven't been too bad. That's not true. I've had a terrible time with me pain because I've been doing too much. But you know what? If we don't do too much, what's the point of me? What's the point? So we're just going to sew this up here now, so it won't come undone. Right, and go up to the top bit. You can glue it if you want to, and if I had a different colour thread, it'd be a better idea because you wouldn't be able to see it. But hopefully I can disguise it so you won't be able to see it. And don't pull that bit because you don't want that to. I'll go right up to the top and over the top of this. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I really do. And that didn't go over, that went around the side. That's going around the side too, don't let it. You're in charge. Speaking of that sort of thing, Jeremy went up the street the other day and the girl that was working at the part of the delicatessen part where you get you cook meat and that from was really rude. She wouldn't help him. She said she didn't know what the flavour of the ham was. I'm sure that was written on it because we don't like to get the one that's smoked or I don't know what I've done there. I must have pulled that through that knot, have I? Yeah, look what I've done. Let's do that again, eh? I'm not going to turn it off because I want you to see I want you to see the troubles, you know. And you know, she was very rude, and so he didn't buy anything else. He didn't buy what it was the ham. He just left there because she didn't want to tell him because he couldn't see what it said, and she didn't want to help. I don't know what it is she said to him. Oh, that's not good. I said, you should have said, well, go and find out, because I think I would have done. You know, what's the point? And people working somewhere, they know what they're doing. We're going to have to make a back stitch here, everybody, okay? We're going to have to do a back stitch so we don't pull it undone, because that's what we did. That went through because this is very fine fabric. It's going through there again. I'm going to do a knot thingy there. Look, have I got it? Now I've got it. Righto. Anyway, so he had to go back today. Wasn't looking forward to it. But I said to him, you know, them people are there, they've got a job, and their job is to help you, not to just flip you off, you know. So anyway, he said today he wanted to get some silverside, and the man said he didn't have very much cut, and so Jeremy said to him, well, can you cut it for me? Because that's what his job is, isn't it? And the man did cut it. He was not happy about it, and I don't believe this, you know, because it's real. You know, they got work. If they got to do that, they have to do that. Because he said, and then Jeremy said, people behind him were waiting. But what's, you know, he's paying for his things just like everybody else, and pulling faces and being, you know, really rude, like you're holding up progress, you know. But we're all there. We're all equal. We all got to do. Have our own bit, you know. We're paying for the things we're buying. We're going to get what we need. So he was very pleased with himself anyway. So come on, he got the man to cut him some more. But he's been there a lot of times, you know, and they haven't had any cut, and they say that to him, and he just doesn't, you know, he doesn't say anything to them about it. But it's supposed to be ready. If they haven't got the staff to do it, people are just going to have to wait until they do it, you know. Anyway. That's just me, I don't know. I just feel like this service thing's getting really out of, you know, people are not very good at this service. I don't know if this glue's going to work for me today. It didn't work for me the other day when I was using it, and I was very upset about it. But it might work, so we'll put it down there and see, okay? Probably should put a clip on that if Sonia knew where they were, because I just moved everything back on my table so I'd have more space. Now that looks really nice. When I'm finished it'll look even better. So that's just the start of that one. So we're going to make one out of these, and I'll show you what to do with this one. These will make something that'll be, you can make this like a suffle puff thing. I don't know. I'll explain that as I go. And I'm just going to eyeball that, I think. I'll eyeball it. Now you can cut, you can go along the end, but we're going to do this together. Actually, we're going to go down here first. I hope this is going to be big enough. I think it might be. We're going to do this knotting thing. We're going to make sure there's knots going through there. So you can do that first one, you know, then you sort of ribbon or lace. You don't have to have fancy one like I got. But see, we don't, sometimes when we're looking for stuff, we don't realise, you know, what we can, now there's a knot in that, because I don't want that to gather up, righto? Because now I'm going to turn it round like this. I'm going round and round and round here. Sorry. But we need to have this sort of look, okay? We need to go for that. So look, we're going for, we can needle through here so I can get hold of it. So we're going to put that in line with that other seam, and just put a sew a bit through there. Righto, now we can go around here. So keep it back a bit so you don't, it doesn't fray undone on you. You don't want to do that. You don't want it to fray undone, because then you'll end up with nothing. That's that right. Looks good. Well, when I say it's like a suffle puff, I guess it's not. I don't know. It's just, it's a circle. It's a flower. I don't know. Got things going through my head flat out. I can't get the words to all line up, and there's that, you know. Whatever you do, don't do a back stitch, because if you do a back stitch, you're not going to be able to pull it all up. Now back to here. Right. And you just pull that like so. Well, that's what it does look like, doesn't it? Okay. I don't think I've done that one. That's been done with a circle. This looks like a shuffle poof. Okie dokie. Righto. Pull it up tight. Do a few stitches here to hold it in place. Now if I haven't got the iron turned on, but I'd press this now so it's really flat. I would. It's there next to me, the iron, but I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to do a centre in that too in a minute. I'm a big fan of this needle. It's a bit big and gawky looking. It's not very comfortable to use. Let's see what I've got on here. I want something that's smaller. Here we go. But it's got to be sharp. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Hope everybody's having a good day. All the days are good, aren't they? Really. Should have probably put more thread on that, but it doesn't matter. I have the velvet one. Actually, to be honest with you, I've never tried a velvet flower like this stuff, so I'm going to have a go at this. Put a couple of stitches there. Sorry about all the heavy breathing and stuff. It's a good thing that I am though breathing. Yeah. See, so this would be something you'd have to wait until you got to the size. I know a lot of people have the size that you need written down and that. Is that pulling through there? It can't be, surely. Okay, this is going to look nice. Yeah. And these are very simple to make. We can get some more technical sort of ones in a minute if you like. Oh, that looks good. I do like that, and I think I seen some blue somewhere a while ago for this stuff. This velvet stuff, this velvet ribbon. It'd be faux velvet, but it'd be still nice. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Don't ask me what I'm going to do with them. They look good on covers of books or journals. They look good on your bits of sewing, your slow stitching. I used to sit out there every weekend and make boxes of these, but they've all gone as far as I sold heaps of them, and I just used heaps of them. And I've got to make sure that that's going to be nice and level. I'll do a couple more stitches and then I'll cut it off and join it. I'm just going to go a little bit past where I sewed to. There we go. I'm just going to try and see if I can see the time there. Now you turn it over like this, right? You want to pull it up as tight as you can. A little bit harder because of what it is to squeeze it. Now stitch a couple of stitches here to get hold of it. Righto. We can go up here. This is very relaxing. You see that here, that big sigh? Very relaxing. I don't know how many pieces of work I got part way done, but I've found a few, haven't I now? I couldn't believe it when I seen that box of stuff this morning. I thought, oh my goodness me, I said, Jimmy, grab me that. Because then I remembered it, you know, what was in there. Okay, so we're going back down here again, just to be sure that it's got hold of it. I'll just cut that bit off, it's a bit longer. There we go. Just manoeuvre it. So we've got to find some goodies to put in the centre of these, don't we? So we've got those 3 there that we've done so far, out of different sorts of fabric. It's the idea. I'm going to do a... Oh, my hands look terrible, but I've been fishing around in stuff here. That's why. I don't know if I need to have this on the end of it. See, that bit there's long enough to make a flower out of, isn't it? But it's screwed up too much for me to do it. So I'm going to get this bit off here. So if you want to make something, you know, we're going to go a bit bigger, and I might not cut that off. I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to use the frilly bit as a edge. And I'll need to put a back stitch in this. Wait a minute, no, Sonia, that didn't work much. Try that again. Come on. Got it? Okay. So when you fold it, you want to just put not quite together, so you can have 2 rows of frill. Okay? You'll see that when I get along here. And this is easy to do if you're very careful, because you won't fray this because it's not, you know, it's folded over, so that's good. Alright. So we just go back there a bit. Okay. Some frilly bits coming off. It doesn't matter because you want to frill, but you don't frill it right back so there's nothing left to work with. So I'm not got the... You can see here there's an edge there. It's actually raining here today. That's a good thing. Everybody's been wanting a bit of rain. I want to make sure this is... They're not the same. You've got to have a little space. Right. Got that. I imagine over the years you people have seen the stuff that I've got in this room, but we do forget about it, you know. Sometimes I think, oh dear, I must have used that, but I got it still. I still got some stuff. Now this is fluffy. That's nice. Looks good. That clock over there's making a weird noise. I didn't know the clocks did that. Usually they make a ticking noise. This one's going patter, 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 patter. It is. It's going patter, patter. So our neighbourhood's starting to go to the pack. Oh, new people moved in up the street a few months back now. And for some reason, their mother's letting them all out in the front on the street. And they're all out there squealing and throwing stones at the man across the road's house. And he came out yesterday and told them to stop it and go away. Not good. This doesn't help the, you know, where we live when this is all going on. They were out there first thing again this morning and they're not there now, so that's a good thing. But she has got a nice big backyard that those children should be in. They shouldn't be out there squealing and fighting on the road and doing things, you know, that's just chucking stones at people's houses. What the heck? What's their mother doing? What's she thinking about? Anyway, so it doesn't make me happy because we've always been nice, quiet people here. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. Well, it sort of does, but now that looks good, doesn't it? I'll get a bit further, just a tiny bit further. I always have a bit further to go, don't I? Like when I was cooking, I'd be cooking and I'd taste it and I think, oh, gee, that tastes good. What do you think I'd do? Add a bit more salt or something. I couldn't stop. I just didn't know why I did that, but I always did. Never failed. Or a bit more curry powder. Or it tasted really good, and then it still kept going. Anyway, I mean, subjects are going wonky today, aren't they? I've got something about everything. Never mind. I'm hoping Pauline is okay. I'm worried about you, Pauline. I've been trying to contact you, but I cannot find the email that you sent me. So I'm really worried. So I hope can somebody tell me how you're going, or can you let me know, please? My email address is under the bottom of this story. Okay. I don't think I've already asked about that, have I? I know I said hello to Kim because she wrote me this really beautiful note. It made me cry. I feel so blessed that I'm needed and wanted. I feel so blessed that I'm needed and wanted. My youngest daughter's still off holidaying and won't be home at her home until Wednesday, she said. And that's Margot's mum. And anyway, I don't know when we're going to see them again because they never did make it. So usually when they're here they say, oh, we'll be back around such and such, but they never did this time because they were going on holidays, I suppose, and that would be enough because they've been gone 2 weeks or more, I think. But anyway, I'm sure Margot will be pleased to get back home, back to the routine of things. I know I would be. Okay, so we're going to take off these bits that are frilling out here. That's okay. We can get them off. That looks awesome, doesn't it? I do like that. I'm impressed with that one. Impressed myself. I just let the piece of whatever I find, ribbon, lace or whatever, decide which sort of flower to make. It's, just by looking at it you can tell which one. There you go, look at that. Isn't that fancy? Okay, and they're all different. And we better put something in the middle of them, hey, so we... Oh no, we've got a little bit of time. I was going to put some... Yes, we will put something in the middle of them. Where are we going to find this something, though? I don't know. I should have probably got that organised. You know how I do not do that. Okay. Well, they're too small, but I've got some more of them somewhere. And these are too little. And they are, look at that. Got some bigger ones somewhere. I did see them yesterday though, so... But whether they're in here or out in the other room, I don't know the answer to that. I'm afraid. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll look into what I call the flower box. What I call my flower box. Well, I call it that, but... there's other things as well, you see. Right, stickers too, as well as flowers. Goodness me, Sonia. I just tucked them under there, I suppose, to keep me out of the way. And now I've got to find somewhere to put them. And I will shortly. I think the flowers are under this one. I think. Okay. Also, we made that sort of flower one time. I made that sort of flower here. It's just a shaky one. But I need little bits to put in the centres. Why haven't I got any little bits to put in the centres? I imagine this is the wrong box. I do have lots of boxes of flowers. If we can just look through here a second till we find something we need. All the little things are always on the bottom anyway, aren't they? Whether they be good little things or not, I don't know. I wonder what I did with it. So, like I said, I put a ink on the other one of those, so I'm glad I found that. Accidental, you know, the ink thing was accidental. I don't know if I could use that colour. But we just might bring them out. I wonder what I'm doing with all the small ones. Well, they're beads, so they're not supposed to be in there. That must have been accidental pushed in there to move it out of my road, I suppose. Excuse me, I'm just going to grab this stuff out of it so they can go back in there. I don't need that in there, and that's another thing. Must put a thing on that, eh? Must do a lot of things too. We will get to it. We'll get to it. Now, right. Now, would I use that on there? Probably would. I could, maybe. I'll put that on there. Yeah, that will work. That one looks nice. I like that one. I need to find the flowers. Where are you? They're in a box. It says flowers. Sorry about this. Oh dear. Alright. Oh, or bling. You can put some sort of bling on, can't you? You can put some bling on it. Got any flat things here? That's big. I don't know if that's too deep. We'll see if it is or not. I don't have buttons. And I've got the, oh, here's some fabric ones. You can add a couple of those. And these ones here, these are cool. I don't know, what colour will I use? These will look good. They have to have another bead in the centre of them, but that's okay, we'll find a bead. Nobody panic, we'll find the bead. Righto. Anything in there? No, I don't think so. I think they're all too big. Oops. I'm going to have to rearrange this thing in front of me because I can't deal with that. I've got anything button in here that I can put in them. Come here. It might be a tiny bit small. Just a tad too small. Just a tiny tad too small, that one. I don't know about that. I'm going to think about that. That's a bead thing. Right. I can't put them back there. They won't fit because of leaves and stuff. Here goes the chair. I'm sitting on it crooked. Sorry. I just sit down and that's it. Beautiful boxes of buttons, of beads and flowers I've had sitting around me here before I shifted things. And now, I don't know which way they got shifted to. Okay. Right, I've got something in there that we'll have to do. Something out of there. We'll figure it out. Now these are nice, aren't they? What do they look like in the middle of things? All right, but it needs more back behind it, doesn't it? You know, no, definitely not. No. Let's see what we've got in here. This is some of my latest collection of things I've got in here. Absolutely loving these buttons. Now they're going to look good on these things. Wow, that looks good. I like that. What else colour? Another colour. That's cool. The ones with the shanks on the back of them. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Love this one. Absolutely do. Then look at that one. Aren't these scrumptious? Let's have a look and see what we can find to fix that. Let me see. How are we going for time? We've got 41 minutes. I need these little flowers. I've shown you what I did with them little flowers. Have I got out there? Little flowers. Does it say little flowers anywhere? Scissors, pearls. But make pearls. Yes, well they could work too, because you could put flat back pearls on these. They must be here somewhere, those things. They've really got to be. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do with this. I do love this velvet one. It's gone too far in the way of... Oh, goodness me, Sonia. This looks good. It needs something else. The colours are too close to another. But it looks nice, doesn't it? Anyway, it does look good anyway. This one, I can put that on there. Will I add a little something as well? Alright. And then a bead in the middle. A flower. I like these old-fashioned looking flowers on these things. I think they look really cool. Gives them a vintage look, doesn't it? The flower. It does. See? Don't you reckon? I think that does. It gives that a good vintage look. That does. Yep. What about this one? Maybe not. Now let's see. We get some beads, eh? Let's see if we put some decoration on them. If we do some beading. I'm just wanting to show you little ideas because I need you to see how much, what amazing things that we can do with these things. That's not good. That's not working. Okay. All the nice things you can do with a piece of thread. This here, I would make more and put them together, more than one, you know. And this here, I'm going to put some beads on that. I surely am. Actually, I found the box that says flowers over here. Sorry for bumping you. I didn't mean to do that. These are not the fabric ones though. These are... I'm upside down. But they will still look good, these flatter ones, won't they? On this thingy. I don't know. I might need to do a little bit thinner one of them to put on the top. I feel like they're not substantial enough. They need more frilly bits on them. Maybe I should just do another row of these. But let's do some beading because I haven't got very long to go in this video and I don't want to turn it off without showing you that I've finished something. Goodness. I wish I had some bead soup handy because I could do with a bit of bead soup at the moment. I'll just show you though what I do with these flowers. I don't know about the middle, but I know what I'm going to do around the outside, okay? I'm thinking a bit more something else in the middle or even around the outside. Wait a minute, what have we got here? No, I think that went wrong. Nope. This on here? Nope. Okay. That looks good on there. I do like that on there. What about the gold one? No. So let's put some beads on. Need some beads. As soon as I can see a dish with some in that be a good size. Okay. Would I do them or them? I think I might keep it in more feminine looking thing, I guess if that's what you could call it. Just a nice soft pink colour one. I have to go. I'm sorry. I'll come back and I'll make another video, okay? And then you can watch it after. That'll be two. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you've got any, let me know if I helped you at all. There's lots more to do. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you can do. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.